What if ready isn't a feeling, but a decision? The right move doesn't just give you more, it gives you space to do the work that matters most.
Welcome to Real Estate Leadership Unlocked. I'm Debbie Lariviere, founder of Monter Coaching, where we help brokerage owners, independent firm leaders, and team leads develop scalable and profitable businesses built on strategy, clarity, and performance. This conversation will get you thinking differently. Whether you're a seasoned broker, emerging leader, or the one making the next key hire, unlock transparently what it takes to lead in real estate today. Greatness is ahead.
Today, we're talking power, not power suits or power naps. We are talking about the kind of power that moves your business forward. If you've been spinning in circles, chasing every lead, or even duct taping your systems together, this episode is your moment to pause and pick one bold move. Because sometimes it isn't the biggest shift in your workload, it is the strategy. Whether you're a seasoned broker, an emerging leader, or the one making the next key hire, this show is for you. Let's unlock what it transparently takes to lead in real estate today. Here we are, mid-year. The buzzer has sounded. The first half of your year is officially behind you. Now stop. Picture it with me. The dance team is out on the court. The music's thumping and the crowd is wild. You're in the locker room, sweaty and reflective, asking yourself, am I proud of the plays I've run so far this year? And what plays are still in my vault, untouched, ready to be unleashed? Because, well, let's be honest. Sometimes we have the best ideas, and they are, well, collecting dust on the metaphorical clipboard. Let's talk business energy for a few minutes. If your business had a mood ring right now, what color would it be? If you had a crystal ball, would you see examples of your business being focused, productive and profitable, chaotic but creative, record-breaking, or perhaps steady with a lot of potential? Now, what I want you to do is fast forward. What's the one word you want to use to describe your business on December 31st? Go ahead, ask yourself, write it down. You could type it in your notes app or use a label maker to stick it on your mirror. Maybe it's even the same word that you selected as your word for 2025 that, well, maybe you haven't thought about since January. Either way, that word to describe your business, it's your North Star. My word for this year is community. Community is how I want to define my groups, have a greater sense of purpose, personally and professionally, in 5 key areas of my life. This podcast serves as a catalyst for growth and growing my community. So thank you for listening. Here's one thing top performers understand. They don't need more on their to-do list. They actually just need to make one bold move that changes the game. Here's another quick thought exercise, or perhaps a page in your journal. Ask yourself, what are 3 big ideas you've been sitting on? At Monter Coaching, we focus on ideas that will either 2x, 5x, or 10x your business. We want you to add those items to your growth goals for this year. What did you write down to start the year as projects that you would complete that would grow your business throughout the year? Well, the year is half over and there's still time to start. What could drive serious growth in your business? What have you been waiting on? Are you waiting for the market to settle? Or the perfect social media template? When I heard last week, I'm waiting for talent to walk through my door. That will give me the leverage and systems my business desperately needs. Now, If you're the person whose big idea is scribbled on a sticky note, stuck to your monitor since January 2nd, then this is your sign. Maybe you have a printed vision board, and then it's quietly shoved behind the printer. I've been there. Well, we all do it. We wait for the perfect time to feel ready. But let me ask you this. What if ready isn't a feeling, but a decision? What if you are just actually one messy, imperfect action away from getting back into alignment with your goals for your business this year? High performers aren't perfectionists. See, just like that. They're decisive. They take action in the next right step. Then they refine. While you're thinking on those 3 items, and maybe you have them on your paper, I'll give you a quick snapshot of my own power moves this year that are currently in progress. Just writing this podcast encouraged me to take action on all of these before recording because, well, one of my favorite quotes is speed of the leader, speed of the pack. So here we go. My number 1 item that I engaged in this year to build my business is to partner with Realm Global as a strategic partner to align my coaching programs with other top-tier agents worldwide. My focus is on establishing those connections to share with my clients through our masterclass program, podcast guests, and still offer highest and cutting-edge coaching strategies to grow their businesses. Before I recorded this, I made 8 calls and secured 5 podcast guests. We all have to lock in and do the work. Number 2, I committed to attending 2 major brokerage events to grow my coaching and speaking platform. Well, attendance, check. Fun gifts with information on all of our services sent out, check. Follow-ups, thanks to recording this podcast, are now on the calendar. The third item that I chose to focus on this year is to set a goal of earning 25 referrals from my clients. And I have to be honest, I hadn't been intentional about that recently. I've only gotten 6 so far and working on it. So let me know who you know that I could reach out to that is truly focused on growing their business through coaching. Now it's your turn. What are your 3 big ideas that will 2x, 5x, or 10x your business? It would perhaps keep you from chasing the next FSBO or bringing on an underperforming agent on your team or into your brokerage. Well, we'd like to share stories. So we're going to share one story from a client who did exactly this. They picked just one of those bold moves, one of those 3 bold moves, and committed to it in Q2. What happened? She was consistently overwhelmed with ideas and had to juggle everything for herself. The emails, the showings, the team meetings, non-stop. However, when we slowed down and she really examined what was moving the needle, we landed on one key solution. She needed to hire a licensed assistant who could help occasionally with some showings. Just one person. Within 3 months, her pipeline was able to expand. Her follow-up became more airtight. And in the first time in years, she took weekends off. Her business didn't suffer. It scaled. Because the right move doesn't just give you more, it gives you space to do the work that matters most, your highest dollar producing activities. So what's your move that will buy back your time and multiply your impact? Now that you have it, write it down, circle it, star it. What is the one bold move that will yield the most impact? And go get to work. If you have leverage, consider choosing another idea and delegating it to get the ball rolling. Maybe you can focus on 2 of your moves. You actually focus on one and your leverage focuses on the second. Who doesn't want to end this year with 2 of our most coveted processes and systems in place? If you only commit to one bold move, that's okay. It can elevate everything else. That's what mid-year recaps are for. Go back, dust off the goals, figure out that move, and let's get going. Now, this is one of those things where we also have to zoom out. because leadership isn't just performance, it's personal alignment. So I want to ask you, what is one personal vision story that you want to be able to tell about yourself in December? What did you accomplish personally that kept your business in alignment? Some examples that I love that were shared recently on our masterclass. I booked the trip to Thailand. That was my client's goals for Q1 and Q2. Another client says, I surf 2 times per week. A third client shared that they became more consistent with their diet and exercise for the past 6 months and are truly ready for the summer to get out there and spend some time at the lake. Well, my focus is growing my business, focusing on fewer things with more intention and actually enjoying the ride. Before we close, I want you to imagine what success feels like in your business, not just the numbers. Are you waking up excited to lead your team? Are your systems working while you are asleep? Are you proud of the business that you are building, not just what you're producing? This is the energy we are mapping out here in this Mastering Momentum podcast. The final piece is creating that momentum map. It's not about being perfect. It's about being clear. Let's just tie all this with a bow, write it down, think about it every day, and go execute. You don't have to overthink it. Just fill in the blank like a Mad Lib. So I'm going to give you some statements, and I want you to think about those Mad Libs like when you were a kid, and think of the first thing that comes to mind. Number 1, my next level opportunity that I will commit to is blank. Again, my next level opportunity that I will commit to is blank. This is number 1 on your momentum map. Number 2, the one thing I will systematize or delegate is blank. The one thing that I will systematize or delegate is blank. And here's a bonus. Who are you delegating it to? And number 3, the personal victory vision I want to celebrate is blank. The personal victory vision I want to celebrate at the end of the year is blank. I want you to remember, we are mid-year. You are not behind. You are just one bold move away from being back in your zone. Maybe you've been in the zone and you are just one bold move from elevating so high that you never thought would be possible this year in your real estate industry. Here's the thing. You've already written down or you've already thought about it. Let's go carve out the time and make sure that we're creating the structure for success. If you would like to schedule a quick strategy call with me, feel free to go on our site at montercoaching.com and join us for a strategy session at your convenience. Thank you for tuning in to Real Estate Leadership Unlocked. If this episode sparked a shift in your thinking or helped you name your next move, share it with someone else who needs the same momentum. Share it with us, drop it in the comments section. Until next time. Lead with clarity, grow with intention, and finish strong.